Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people. My people, my people. My people, my people. I called you 3 times, my people. My people, na how on that day, this one na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say God bless Biafra and God bless Oduduwa. God bless His Excellency Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Chief Sunday Igboho and all the freedom fighters from the southeast to the southwest, up to the Middle Belt. And our Hausa brothers, if you're ready for your freedom, if you're ready for your liberation, if you're ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, then I say God bless you too. God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, ESN, Ekpa Simon Njoku, for the great job you are doing, for the amazing job you're doing, my brother. We appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. We want to say you are doing a great job, Simon. And I know that the 2 weeks sit at home is coming, which is why my beloved Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, I am doing this video. This video is entitled, my people, this video is entitled Time to Expel or Time to Expose the Expelled DOS, Episode 1. This one, part 1. I'll be doing this in series because the time has come for us to separate the chaff from the wheat. My people, today I want to let you understand that we understand that a 2-week sit at home is coming on the 31st of July. It will start on the 31st of July, my people. But also we know that these people who have been exposed, those who have been expelled, the so-called DOS, they will come again and start saying they are canceling a sit at home that they have no business with. Even though the people don't care about them anymore, even though the people has expelled them from the Biafra movement, but somehow the Zoo media, the Nigerian media, they still deem it fit. They still feel like the DOS are those they need to speak to. They still feel like they pretend that somebody like Emma Powerful is a man who represents IPOB. My people, today I want to speak to you all, for you all to understand that what Simon is doing is the final straw to break the back of Nigeria and get us Biafra. So I will not stand by myself. I will not stand alone and watch Simon do it without warning you all that when this great job or assignment of Simon Ekpa is being carried out, there will be naysayers who will blame Simon Ekpa, who will blame IPOB, we the real IPOB. They will blame us to say we are the ones responsible for all the atrocities of the Zoo government, of the Zoo military, of the state governors, and their state actors. When I say the state actors, I mean people like Ebubeagu. I mean people like AVG, Anambra Vigilante Group. I mean people like Peter Mba, the game he's playing. And for today, for this episode, I mean somebody like Chinasa Nworu. The infamous Chinasa Nworu, the man we have never seen his face, yet he claims to be somebody who represents IPOB. He claims he's on the higher pedestal of the hierarchy of their so-called command and control, but we are yet to see his face. He's hiding behind the curtains. He's hiding without showing his real face on camera. Yet he claims to be one of the high-ranking officers. After Chik Edoziem, he is next in command, according to him. My people, I want to let you understand that these guys are responsible for all the atrocities. The video you will hear today, the audio you will hear today, will vindicate Simon Ekpa, will vindicate we, the real IPOB, and will vindicate the Biafra movement when we commence the sit at home from the 31st of July 2023. In this video, you will hear Chinasa Nworu giving you a first-hand knowledge of the activities of Ebubeagu, and also telling you that he knows what they are doing even on Mondays. When we call our sit at home every Monday and people come out to pretend to be ESN and the rest of them, those people, this man they call Chinasa Nworu, he knows them and he knows their activity. You will hear it from his voice. Today is episode 1, my people. I will do some series on this to expose this expelled DOS once and for all, so that when the 2 weeks sit at home commences, nobody from the zoo, media, the naysayers will come and blame Simon Ekpa for any atrocities that has been happening or will happen during the event of the 2 weeks sit at home. My people, make una sit down, relax, grab your coffee and tea, and follow me in this journey. Let's go. Listen.
Hello? My goodness me. Tata Bukwatata. Now let me go again to direct line. Caller on direct line. No. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, he can hear you. My people, this is their so-called Radio Biafra and the program they are doing. I believe this guy's name is Jonathan, the so-called Mazi Jonathan. You will hear the question this caller will ask. And this question will expose Chinasa Nworu. So if you're ready, let us take it back from the top. From the TOP. Listen.
Hello? My goodness me. Tata Bukwatata. Now let me go again to direct line. Caller on direct line. No. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Go on, please. Go direct to your question. Go on. Now, you don't need permission.
Precisely. So, Kahasi, when they were sitting in mud. Nandi, in Cameron, in Cabaron, and Yamri, no, but the Hagara, in my Bisa, Agadima, Kahapo, of Tamanya, where Konya Duka, Konya, Hapoya, Otaya, waiting in a way, Kenya, House, where Buriapo. Didn't cause a hundred mud, who banned a band of Pamad, young round, where Bondin in any sin in a bar. Mamma on the Pali on Moria, so I told me all at June.
Mazi Chinasa.
Listen up. Chinasa Nworu, they are calling him now to respond to this question. For those who do not hear Igbo, that caller was telling the presenter the activities of Ebubeagu in Biafra land. How they are going about killing people. And the one that touched him most was a woman who was burying her dead. She was held, she was beaten, she was flogged, and they tied her hands behind her back. And they threw her into their van and left. People are crying because of the activities of Ebubeagu in Imo State. Now, let us hear the response of Chinasa Nworu. This will expose the activities of Chinasa Nworu, because as the saying goes, only a thief can tell the footsteps of another thief. Only a thief can tell the footsteps of another thief. So let us hear this one. Let us hear what Chinasa Nworu will say in this one. Listen.
Mazi Chinasa. Are you there?
Yeah, Mazi.
There, we'll yeah, please.
Yeah, I heard his question. I knew that Ebubeagu was in Mbise last week, but I didn't know that they picked people from a burial ceremony.
Boom. I knew that Ebubeagu, they were in Imo State last week, but I did not know they picked people from a burial ceremony. He knew the activities of Ebubeagu last week, but he did not know that they picked some people from a burial ceremony. My people, let us continue. When they said that this man is responsible for bringing the Islamic law where you can no longer bury your dead in Biafra land, this is what we're talking about. When Simon exposed him that he has a hand in changing our cultural norms in burying our dead. Now he's telling you that he has an information about the activities of Ebubeagu last week. He has a first-hand information, but he did not know that they went to a burial to do what they did. So listen, I am doing a critical analysis. I am carrying out an in-depth investigation to expose the expelled DOS. This is episode 1. I will take it line for line, words for words, episode by episode. Listen, let's continue.
The attack, but I knew that, they move in any time, any day to attack people, especially on Monday.
Boom! They move in any time and any day to attack people, especially on Monday. I rest my case first of all. For the Zoom media, whenever you say sit at home, people died, and you blame Simon Ekpa, and you blame we the Biafrans, you blame ESN, you blame IPOB, we the real IPOB, this man called Chinasa Nworu just said the activities of Ebubeagu, that they go out every day to kill people, especially on Mondays. So when you see the mayhem, I want to speak to Arise News, to Ruben Abati, to Rufai Oseni, even Ojiokpe, who is always doing that trending shows or whatever she calls it, the trending news around the world. I am calling upon you now that from the 31st of July, when these 2 weeks sit at home starts, and you start seeing people shooting people down, people are dying, people are being killed, you now know who is responsible. I am doing your job. My job is not a journalist. I am not an investigative journalist, but I have taken time out of my busy schedule. I am a busy man, but I have taken this time out of my very busy and hectic schedule to carry out this investigative journalism. Because when Rufai Oseni claims he is the best in that zoo called Nigeria, when Ruben Abati in his high horse, he is claiming he is the best journalist, they get the awards, all the accolades, but they don't know how to do their job. And I am not a journalist, neither am I here to teach them their job. So my people, this is how I expect these zoo journalists to carry out their jobs, but they don't do it this way. Because they have hatred for we the Biafrans. They hate us. Which is why when anything got to do with Biafra, they want to blame the man that we all love. Simon Ekpa that we love, we the 70 million Biafrans, we are saying that we have given Simon Ekpa the mandate to represent us. We have made him the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. We the people. But somehow they still say, oh, self-imposed, and they use all these words against the dragon. They blame us for any mayhem. You see people who wear black and red, they were shooting. They say, oh, it is the ESN. It is Simon Ekpa boys. This is the game they play, the zoo, because they hate us, because they are scared of the Fulani Kakakabal. They are scared of the bully. They know when the Biafrans are free, the rest of them in that zoo, they will catch the mayhem. They will catch the hell of the Fulani Cabal. So they are scared of them. Hence, they want us to remain with them in that zoo. That's it. Somebody like Rufai Oseni, he wants us to remain with him in that zoo called Nigeria. So when events start to happen, they leave the facts. They know sit at home is the best way to protect our people. But they will lie and turn it around and blame Simon Ekpa. When someone is saying, sit at home, being our spokesman, we all sit at home every Monday. But from the mouth of Chinasa Nworu, he just said that the Ebubeagu, they go out to kill and attack in Biafra land, especially every Monday. My Lord and my God, have mercy. And we all know what happens on Monday. Mondays has been our sit at home for the past 2 years. And here he's saying that the Ebubeagu, they go out to kill, attack, and destroy in Biafra land, especially every Monday. Let's take it back a little bit. Make we take them back a little bit. Make we not hear them again. This is how you do an investigative journalism. I am not here to teach the job of those zoo guys. They claim to be the media men, but they don't know what they're doing. They claim all the accolades. I say, those in that zoo with their monkey brains, they don't know what they're doing. You claim to be a journalist, but you are there to always attack the wrong people. You claim to be a journalist, but you have never invited Simon Ekpa to your show to interview him because you are scared, because you hate the truth. You are scared of the cabal because you know the day you invite Simon Ekpa to your Arise TV for an interview, that day, that same day, you will have a fine and your company, your news network, your television, your radio, whatever you have will be shut down by the zoo. You know that. So you dare not invite Simon Ekpa. But what you have to do is to play the game by being a stooge, by blackmailing Simon Ekpa, by giving the movement a bad name. You pretend and you blame Simon Ekpa for everything. You blame IPOB. You blame ESN. But just before here now, an institution, a vigilante that the southeastern governors they created, Ebubeagu, they are responsible for what is happening every Monday. Before your eyes, I am deciphering what this man said. Chinasa Nworu, the ghost face killer. He is a ghost face killer because he is an evil man. Even though he's blaming Ebubeagu, we also know his hands are not clean. Let's take it back a little bit. Just a little bit, my people. Listen.
There,
Okay.
yeah, please.
Yeah, I heard his question. I knew that Ebubeagu was an NBC last week, but I didn't know that they picked people from a burial ceremony, the attack. But I knew that, you know, they move in any time, any day to attack people, especially on Monday.
You know, they move in anytime, any day. Anytime, any day. Underline those words. To attack people. To attack people. To attack people. To attack people. Especially on Mondays. Especially on Mondays. Especially on Mondays. Especially on Mondays. This one has solved the issue. The question that always comes up every sit-at-home day, when the media, they show what is happening in the TV or whatever, and they try to blame Simon Ekpa. Now they have seen it. Somebody is confessing to you the activities of Ebubeagu. Ebubeagu was created by the southeastern governors. Hi, God have mercy. Let's continue, my people. Make we continue. Listen.
There are something people don't understand. I didn't have the full detail what happened in that place in NBC.
Boom! There is something some people don't understand. I even have the full details of what happened in that place in Mbise. My people, this is the words, or these are the words of Chinasa Nworu. There is something people don't understand. I even have all the information of what happened in that place in Mbise. So he was specific. He specified the location in Mbise. So nobody can come and lie, say, oh no, he was talking about somewhere else in Anambra State. He was specific. Let's continue.
We got the report that they were in Mbise, but I didn't know it involves a burial ceremony. You know, for many years now, we're talking about what these people are doing, even the Ebubeagu people. They are not going there because of the burial. It is what these criminals have imposed already in some communities. The Ebubeagu people now understood that before burials are carried out in certain places, because it's our people in those communities that are causing also this problem. They go to negotiate with these criminals that they want to, bury their dead. So along the line, there is somebody. That is the things, when we talk about this criminality, you know our people are somehow. There is always somebody in the village. There are people in their community who is the middleman communicating. And the village, they know the person. Now, he's communicating with those people and the family will settle them. The Ebubeagu also will get a tip. They will get information that this family have been settled. They have settled these criminals. And that will warrant, when that burial is going on, the Ebubeagu will come there. They will come there to do what? To attack that family. Attack because they knew maybe they have reached an agreement with the people, with those criminals in that area. Who will say, because the criminals are the one in, they have made the life for people in Olo and most of those in Okibe going to Mbise now. So one mistake people are doing is that people are going to negotiate with criminals who say they will not bury their dead until they settle them. So when they go this, it's somebody from the village making, and the village, they know the person. This is how the communities are encouraging also criminality in their communities. So sometimes, my brother, there are some of them that you will tell, say, don't make the burial. Wait, don't negotiate.
Boom! So because you see, those things he was talking obiter dictum. In the law court, obiter dictum means out of point. He was beating about the bush, was beating around the bush. Obiter dictum means out of point. When you are critically analyzing an information, you must learn to decipher the noise from the facts. As the saying goes, you eat the meat and spit out the bones. So when they were saying, oh, these people from family, they go to some criminals, they go to bribe them to bury their dead. We all know that right now, the land of Biafra is not safe because of the activities of the headsmen, Ebubeagu, and people that are being, run around by this man called Chinasa Nworu. We saw the case of that boy, what's his name, that said they have a camp behind the police station. He was arrested, and in the interview, he said their camp is behind the police station. And they asked him, who is your commander? Who is funding you? Who is giving you all the weapons, the granates, and the torchlight? And he said, Chinasa Nworu. He called the name of Chinasa Nworu. So the so-called activities that he's talking about, he's just beating around the bush. And for the fact that somebody who is in Kuwait, he is based in Kuwait, and he has a first-hand knowledge, a first-hand account of what is happening, tells you he is also behind it. Remember that saying, only a thief can tell the footsteps of another thief. So you sometimes when they say all these things, you need to learn to eat the meat and spit out the bone. Ignore what he's saying. Where you get him is where he now said, "Oh, we know their activities. We know." That's when you continue with his story. Let's continue. Just listen. Just listen. Listen.
Because they knew maybe they have reached an agreement with the people, with those criminals in that area, who we say, because the criminals are the one in, they have made the life of people in Olo and most of those in Okibe going to Bisena. So one mistake people are doing is that people are going to negotiate with criminals who say they will not bury their dead until they settle them. So when they go, this is somebody from the village making, and the village, they know the person. This is how the communities are encouraging also criminality in their communities. So sometimes, my brother, there are some of them that you will tell, say, don't make the burial, wait, don't negotiate with these criminals. But then we go in the back and make those negotiations.
Boom. There are some they will tell them, don't make the burial. He's telling you now what he does. And his boys, he will tell those in Biafra land, do not do your burial. How can you tell a family who is going through mourning, they've lost a loved one, they've lost a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, and they have the right to bury them when they want to bury them, but you are telling them, do not bury your loved one. You must wait. And these people, they are civilians, they are vulnerable. Next thing, somebody is going to tell them, say, okay, to bury them, give us some money. This family has no choice. As the saying goes, a beggar has no choice. They want to bury the one they love. They cannot leave a person in the mortuary for that long. They will now give some money to go and bury the person. Of what crime have they committed if the only way to secure their burial date was to pay somebody to go and bury their people? But suddenly, after they get their money, they inform Ebubeagu, say, come on, this family don't pay also. Ebubeagu will now go to the burial site on the day they are doing their burial. He will now they will pick up the husband or the mother. They will beat them. They will say the burial will not continue. Hey, my God, have mercy. Atrocities happening in Biafra land. They will say the burial will not continue. That who did you pay? How come you have a date to bury your loved one, your deceased one? It's not possible. It's unusual. This is what they have turned Biafra land into. The criminality that they have turned Biafra land into. And for the fact this information is coming from Chinasa Nworu, he tells you that he's got a first-hand information, a first-hand knowledge of the modus operandi of the Ebubeagu. But he didn't tell you the name of the so-called thugs and criminals. My people, this is what these men are doing in Biafra land. So when we have our sit at home and you see people coming out dressed in red, shooting everywhere, all those things, you now know those who are responsible. You can now tell those who are responsible. When we say the unknown gunmen, they are Ebubeagu, they are the AVG, the Anambra Vigilante group, you all doubt us. But now you can tell from the horse's mouth. Ordinary to bury your dead, though, not sit at home. Go and bury your dead. You are in a sober reflection. You are feeling solemn. You are feeling sad. You have lost somebody. You want to go and bury them and give them a fulfilling burial. They will come there. They will beat the woman who is mourning her husband. They will take money off you. They will beat you in the burial ground until somebody will do a credit alert and pay them millions before they will allow you to do the final burial. So they take money off you before you choose the date of your burial. On the date of your burial, they will tell the other guy, say, now guy, you go block them there. They are doing their burial. On the burial ground itself, where you are doing the burial, they will come, they will beat up people who are already mourning, people who are crying, people dressed in black saying, my husband is dead, my wife is dead, my son is dead, my only daughter is dead, my only child is dead. When you are mourning, they will still come and beat you up. They will bully everybody. They will tell you all to lay down. That how did you have the date to bury your dead? And the last time we heard, Simon said, our PM said, Chinasa Nworu wants to bring that culture, the Fulani culture, the Islamic culture, to change the way we, the Biafrans, we bury our dead. Can you link everything together now, my people? This is how you do investigative journalism. I'm not here to teach them how to do their job, the media in that zoo, because a zoo will always be a zoo. Poverty has messed up your brain. Poverty has messed up your thinking faculty. That a people that called for sit at home, you go around and you blame us. You say we are responsible for the killings in Biafra land. My people, make we continue. Like I told you, this is going to be in episodes. You will have part 1, part 2, and so on and so forth. Part 1, part 2, and so on and so forth. I'll be doing this before the 31st of July, so that those who are deaf, those who are blind, they will see and they will hear that when we start our sit at home, do not hold us responsible for any death or mayhem. And I want to appeal to our Biafran people, please stay at home. Stay at home. Don't listen to your governor. Stay at home, because when you come out, people like Ebubeagu, people like the boys of Chinasa Nworu, they will come and do havoc, and they want to use the chance to blame Simon Ekpa. They want to blame IPOB. They want to blame ESN. They want to give a dog a bad name just to hang it. When we all know that Simon is the only person who is doing the deeds to set us free, but they want to blame him. My people, this one na part 1. This one na part 1. I will leave it here. After I marked it, this one is part 1. Expect part 2 tomorrow. So from me, from here, for now, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain Biafra Superstars Media. God bless you. This is part 1. Expect part 2 tomorrow, because I have all the dossiers. I have taken my time to record all the videos, all the audios of Chinasa Nworu. I took my time because I know underneath every sentence he's making, I can filter and decipher the truth of the person he really is. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Watch out for part 2 tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.